It's official. Online dating is really on the decline. People are using apps less. I think there is lots of stats and data that's saying, I think there was like this number of 36% less downloads last year compared to 2020. 2020 was obviously lockdown and COVID, so people felt that they had no other way of accessing people. But now everyone really does want to get a date in real life. So I've done a video about how to get a date IRL, and now I'm going to talk about even more practical ways, because I told myself that I was going to go on dates this summer, and I have actually put that into practice, and not by asking men out myself, but by just like putting myself out there and being a bit more open. Like, I obviously, would really love a man of faith. I have various kind of opinions and things that I think are very important to be aligned on those values, but I also do want to be more open, because I think it's really easy to have this kind of list of like red flags that actually aren't red flags, and then you're just like, oh no, we're just not aligned. And I think that God is asking me to be more open and to trust in Him, that He will send my husband in the right time and in the right form and in the right body. So yeah, until then, I think it's really important to be out there and to be just like having good conversations, obviously like chastely. I am Catholic, so I believe that dating should be very much just like interactions with a man who is single as a single woman, because really if you're going to go into that more serious kind of relationship context, that's going to be courtship. So courtship is exclusive, and that's very much when you're discerning engagement and marriage. But dating is just meeting up with people and seeing if you guys vibe and seeing if you could get along. And actually, something that someone said to me recently on a walk together was, you're not going to find your clone. And that was really quite a good reality check for me, because sometimes it is like, oh, and he's gonna have to like this and this and this and this, and I'm just listing all the things that I like. So I think it's a really good way to put yourself out there and to also just like see how you get on with people and see which qualities might surprise you as being attractive. And since dating apps do seem to be on the decline, I think we need to lean more into community and doing things in real life. So apparently the new dating apps are running clubs. I am not a runner, but apparently like so many people are meeting their spouses through these local running clubs, because of course you already have your area in common, and so you have good starting point. You can talk about your favorite places and why you chose to live here and etc. So I thought that was really funny about the run clubs. And then also, if you're an entrepreneur or whatever industry you're in, I just realized that there are these local like entrepreneurial networking groups where you just meet loads of people from different fields who live in your same district, in your same borough. And that's another really good way of meeting people. And I actually posted something about that on Instagram, and someone I have not seen since primary school, so since I was like, 8 or 9, she was like, hey, I normally go to that one. And I was like, oh, how lovely that I could have actually bumped into someone from my past. And of course, it doesn't mean that we need to completely abandon online life. Like, you can still, put something funny on your Instagram stories that's gonna just spark up a conversation, or write something on LinkedIn about something you're really interested in. And there's ways that you can start these conversations online and then bring them offline. So that's really positive. I know I am so guilty of being like, well, I've got the dog, so I can't really just like be out and about, but I need to stop being so comfortable in my working from home setup and actually maybe take my laptop and my dog to a cafe. How many of these cafes are like co-working spaces, and it's like £3 for a coffee or whatever? And because you're going to meet other people who live near you and also work from home, work remotely, and they probably do want a bit of FaceTime with someone else. So I'm going to attempt this. And you guys have to keep me accountable to this, because I will do a follow-up video about how successful this was. Another thing is, I walk my dog in my local park, but it's not really a very like populated park. It's not like a city park or anything like that. So I'm wondering if I need to maybe venture out, and because when I meet up with friends, we tend to go to like busier parks, bigger parks, and I always end up talking to like cute guys on those walks. But like, obviously I'm not in that mindset because I'm with a friend, but like, I don't know, I'll just see other young men who have dogs as well, and they'll be talking to me, and I'm like, oh. So I do think that there's something in that as well, and like putting myself out into other spaces, not just like suburban life. So I'm going to try that. I also know I need to join a gym because I'm also really lazy about that. I live up 3 flights of stairs, so I always justify to myself, I'm like, oh, it's fine because I do the stairs like however many times a day. But no, I do need to join the gym, and I want to go swimming and do things like that. So I think that that's also another really good way. They do like table tennis nights, and I'm actually really good at table tennis. I represented my school when I was like 12. I didn't win, but I got silver, so I think that's fine. And you know, everyone's talking about pickleball, and yeah, so I'm going to actually do one of those nights as well. I will let you know how that goes. And then I'm also thinking of hosting some sort of like singles events. So trying to just pass it around. Like if you're anything like me, you're in like loads of WhatsApp groups where you're a completely passive agent, but now is the time to be an active agent. So maybe I can say like, hey, and I think autumn's a really good time to do it. Soon summer is ending, which is really sad and hard, but then autumn and winter are a really good time to host things because that's when it's like dinner party season, cheese and wine nights, like all these things. So I think I'm gonna host something as well and encourage everyone to, instead of like bring your own booze, it'll be like bring your own single friend. And you know, just a way to actually be like an agent in that and be a host. I love hosting. I'm also going to start going to some of those young adult Catholic events again, so I can meet other Catholics in the area, because actually that's how I've made some of my closest friends, through those groups. And I think that I've become a little bit disillusioned, like, oh, I just don't think I vibe with anyone there. But it's not true. I've got so many more friends in the past couple of years from those groups. So I think I do need to put myself more out there. I definitely have been in monk mode the past few months, maybe even the past year. I'm not even going to lie. I've definitely been in monk mode, just like getting all this self-knowledge and self-growth and self-development. But I think that come September, I need to really like come out of my chrysalis and be the butterfly that I'm called to be. Okay, so those are some practical ways I'm actually going to try and get a date. So it's like a run club. I don't think I'm going to join a run club, but maybe something like that. I'm going to try working remotely in a cafe to see, like, do people actually talk to each other, or is everyone just like on a table on their own on the laptop? I really don't know. I've never tried, because my working from home setup at home is so comfortable. I have one of those raising desks, and it's so nice because I can like be standing, be sitting, and I can eat whatever the heck I want. I don't need to wait and pay for coffee, but I will do that. I will go to one of the gym events, whether that is some sort of sports event, table tennis event, or whatever. I will go and I will report back. And I will go to the young adult Catholic events and see if I just meet new people and it's more refreshing. And I will host something. Okay, so that's actually 5 things. That's 5 things that I'm actively going to do. What are you going to do? Please post it in the comments, because also I think this is a journey. I think a lot of us are on it, and we single people need to like be there for each other. So if there's a way that we can be bringing people together or encouraging each other to get out more, we have to be doing it, because it's all great me talking to you here, but I'm probably almost definitely not going to meet someone while I'm on my sofa talking to a camera, and probably you're not going to meet someone while you're on your laptop watching this. So we also need to be proactive and take these into real life. So what do you think about the decline in online dating? Because it really puts the accountability and responsibility back on us, and we need to be doing something more than just a little swipe and a message. But I think I'm embracing it, because it's gonna again be more community living, and you know I'm into that. I love community. Like, I keep thinking I really want to just build community, and right now I'm trying to build this community of us who are in our single season. We're waiting to find our person, we're waiting to start our families. So let's stick together, and yeah, let's keep praying for each other and encouraging one another. And please do leave me any comments with any more practical tips, because I'm sure there's so many more that I've missed, and I'm very willing to experiment for you, and I volunteer myself as tribute to try these, and I will let you know how it goes. All right, see you later.